Hey guys, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora, whakalofa lahi atu, and no mai hoki mai. Welcome back to this week's podcast episode. I am on such a high over the weekend. I had my Build Your Confidence from Inside Out event with Tom, and it was honestly like chef's kiss. It was freaking amazing. The magic in the room. These queens did not come to play, and if you missed out, you need to be at the next one because it was so freaking epic. So I'm on a high from that. It is also the first of the month today. Happy first of the month, October. Yo, October, November, December. Like there's only 3 months to go before the end of the year. So I always do a reflection on how I'm going, how last month went, what's my intentions for this month. So check in with yourself. How are you doing for the month? Are you closer to your goals that you might have set out at the start of the year? Do that little reflection for ya. Oh my gosh. And then today's podcast episode is all about insecurities and how insecurities are learned. Insecurities are learned. Now, I want you to think about it, right? You didn't wake up one morning, you didn't wake up as a baby and be like, oh, I hate my fat stomach. I hate my fupa. I hate my frizzy hair. I hate my chingy eyes. I hate the color of my skin. I hate my arm fat. I hate my stretch marks. I hate my cellulite. I hate my discoloration. I hate the list goes on, right? You don't wake up as a baby and think that. You don't wake up one morning and that just pop into your head. It was learned. It was learned from somewhere in your life. Whether it was you growing up as a kid, the way that you were brought up in the world with the people around you, your parents, your caregivers, your family, your friends, even teachers. When you're growing up at school, they can teach you some insecurities along the way and you learn that from them. It's your environment, right? And people along the way might have said something, or you might have seen it online, on TV. It wasn't necessarily that someone said, hey, your fat body isn't okay, but because you watched so much TV that only showed this one type of body that didn't look like yours, you got the message that my body's not okay. To be acceptable, my body needs to look like that one that I keep seeing online and being portrayed as beautiful, and I have to be like that. So I want you to know that like insecurities are learned. You learn them along the way. They're not fucking like you didn't wake up one day. And I'll give you an example of some of my insecurities that I used to have. Things like my hair was too frizzy. Ex-boyfriend of mine said, he commented on how frizzy my hair was. So I started straightening it, right? Even as a kid, right? Straightening your hair or ironing your hair on the freaking table, like that was in. But it was because that's all we saw on TVs, was that to have beautiful, luscious, silky hair, it had to be straight. There were no fucking curly. Even nowadays, people say like frizz isn't okay. Anti-frizz serum. It's like, nah, fuck that. Who told you that frizz wasn't okay? It's okay to have frizz. Like, stuff you. Right? Another one was I go red a lot when I exercise and stuff like that. He commented on that. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then that stopped me from doing things in my life. It stopped me from exercising and doing the things that I loved at that time, going to the gym, running around the basin in Panmure, if you know, you know. And I would have to like wear makeup. My arm fat ex-boyfriend was like, oh, your arms are so big, they're bigger than mine. And that became my like, oh my gosh, my arms are so big, they shouldn't be bigger than my boyfriend's. And it's like, no, that's his insecurity. He has small arms just because I'm like, I'm built like this. Like, no, stuff you, right? My ears, one of my friends mentioned that my ears were different. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see. I was like, that became an insecurity of mine. The discoloration, the redness of my skin, somebody had mentioned that. My eyebrows, someone had mentioned that. Like, there's so many things. My cellulite, even comments are like, are you going to go out like that? Oh, but your cellulite showing. Oh, the back of your legs. There's stretch marks. There's this, there's that. There's hair. hair is not okay. And it's like, fuck that. Like, everyone just fucking having 5 cents, putting their 5 cents into my fucking day, into who I want to be in the world. And it's like, no, I'm not going to listen to that anymore. I'm not going to like allow that to fucking take over my life and to be my reality. And now I'm not going to show up as who it is I truly am, because someone said something one day and I took that on as my own insecurity. Because my parents keep freaking mocking me and talking shit about my weight and how much I need to lose weight and all the things. It's like, no, fuck that. So this podcast is all about freaking taking action, or taking like a stance, like taking control of these insecurities that we allow us to hold us down. It's like the insecurities are just on top of us, pushing us down. And I want you to free yourself of those insecurities. So what I would love for you to do is I want you to like gain awareness for the insecurities that you have. What are the insecurities? That you're too fat, that your cheeks are too chubby, that your eyes are too small, that your forehead's too big, that your hair is too frizzy, that you're too brown, you're too dark, you're too freaking red, the discoloration, that your arms are fat, or that your legs are too fat and they have cellulite and freaking stretch marks and all the things, that you have big feet, that you have big fat calves, like all these things. I want you to like be so aware of it, like list out all your insecurities, and then I want you to figure out where they came from. Who said that? When was the first time you thought that thought? For me, when it comes to my body image, 6 years old in the playground, comparing myself to other bodies. Where did that come from? From what I was seeing around me. That I thought my body wasn't okay because there was no representation for a cute little chubby body like mine, right? And then at age 11, starting those diets, because that's what I saw around me, that I needed to be thin to freaking fit in and be acceptable and to be loving and beautiful and all the things, right? I didn't wake up as a 6-year-old and be like, my body's not okay. I learned that from what was around me, right? So once you get that and you become so aware of it, that that's not even your thought, that's not even your insecurity, it was somebody who gave that to you along the way. It's like we're giving it down in generations, and if it doesn't stop at you, you're gonna pass that down to your kids and your nieces and nephews and everyone. If you're a teacher as well, you're gonna friggin' pass it down to your students in class, that it's okay to talk shit about yourself, that it's okay to make these rude comments about yourself, and we've normalized that way too fucking much. And it's no, it stops with me. I'm not gonna pass down these insecurities. What I'm going to pass down is I'm going to pass down confidence. I'm going to pass down saying loving words to yourself. I'm going to pass down hyping yourself the fuck up. I'm going to pass down saying fucking amazing things about yourself, and people call it boasting. And it's like, no, that's what is normal. It should be normal to boast and to speak highly about yourself and to love yourself so fucking much that you're obsessed with yourself. Right? That's normal. Why are we told that that's not normal? And it's normal to fucking talk shit about yourself and to have self-doubt and to not believe in yourself and to not go for your goals and dreams and not wear what you want and not live a life that you absolutely love. Like, that's fucked up. So I want you to know that your insecurities are not yours. They were passed down, they were learned along the way in life, and you've taken them with you. And unfortunately, you take those on as facts. And it's like, it's not facts. These are not facts. These are not true. They're not real. And you can choose to give it back. Give it back to the person who decided to give it to you. For me, all those exes and stuff, like, nope, that's yours. That's not mine. You have that back. Social media, that's yours. That my body isn't acceptable. I'm going to give that back to the people to the trolls on social media, that I'm too fat, that fat isn't beautiful, that I'm not worthy, and I'm going to give it back to all those freaking people. Like, no. And I'm going to slowly allow myself to fucking come out and rise up. It's not holding me down no more. So I want you to do exactly that. And I was actually scrolling last night on TikTok, and I saw this social media. I saw this on TikTok and I had to save it because I want you to know, and it was a prime example of today's kōrero. So basically, let me see, where did I save it? Okay. So, you can see here, on TikTok, there's a video of Nelly Furtado. If you know Nelly Furtado, I'm like a bird, I only fly away. She is performing, right? She's clearly like bigger than she used to be. And just keep in mind, like, she's been around forever. She's older now. She's probably had babies. She's probably like gone through life, and she's bigger than she used to be, right? And you go into the comments, and all the comments is just commenting on her body. That's Nelly Furtado with a surprise face. I love the old Nelly Furtado insinuating that the smaller version of her was better. That high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea look isn't looking good. Needs to drop 85 pounds off. Oh my gosh, I'm going to hurl with fucking disgusting emoji faces, like spewing emoji faces. People saying she needs the gym, looks like their ass is made out of mostly muscle to me. So people trying to justify the way that she looks. And I'm not saying like there's some really, really mean comments in here, but like the thing is, like, she's on stage performing, she's fucking like amazing, an icon, and amazing things in the world, and everyone is just commenting on her weight. How did that happen? Disaster of her body, shame. You know, that's what real men want. God damn. Like, and it's not even to say like some are bad comments, some are good comments. It's like, why are we just commenting on her weight? Why are we commenting on the way that she looks? So anybody who goes online and sees this, you go to the comments, what kind of insecurities do those put on you? Straight away, oh my gosh, you're comparing your body. My body's way bigger than hers. So that must mean that, you know, my body isn't good. Oh my gosh, people think my body's disgusting and that I have diabetes and it's not good. And look at all this hate. And oh my gosh, everyone hates me and all the things. And then that becomes the insecurity of yours. And then you want to go on a diet and you want to go fucking starve yourself and you want to go to the gym for 24 hours a day and you're like fucking freaking the fuck out and all the things. And that becomes an insecurity that you need to lose weight, that you're too fat, that you're not good enough, that you're not. So that's just a prime example of what we see. And sometimes we don't even realize that we've taken that on. Someone could have easily watched that, read the comments, scrolled on for their life. That would have stored in their brain that, oh my gosh, my body isn't good, I need to lose weight, all the things that would have stored in their brain, and they would have just kept scrolling, not knowing, but it's in the subconscious mind. So when they get asked to go out or when they get asked to do something in life, whatever, they're like, no, I can't, I look shit, I'm too fat, I can't wear that, I can't. And they're like, I don't know where that came from, but it's like because of what you're seeing online all the time, right? So you've learned that from the online world. So I think like this is really, really important. It's so important to become aware of what's going on in your mind, especially when it comes to insecurities. They're not yours. Please stop identifying as the insecurity. You know, please stop telling people that that's your insecurity and start doing something about it. Start changing it. Start working on it. Start learning to love your body even though you have stretch marks and scars and all the things. And think about all the amazing things that have come from those things and that you're more than your stretch marks and your scars and that you're worthy as is. That is your fucking birthright. So I want you to become so freaking self-aware of these insecurities, and I want you to start giving them back to the people who gave them to you, to where you learned all those insecurities from. And I want to leave you with this. Insecurities a lot of the times are the things that make you so unique to yourself, and people have pointed it out along the way because you are different. You're different to someone else, and they've got it twisted. You being different to someone else is actually your superpower. It's what makes you so unique. It's what makes you you. This like frizzy hair, these big calf muscles, these big islander feet, they come from freaking bloodlines, like my ancestors, my culture, my identity, who I am. And people want us all trying to look the same. It's like, no, you've got it twisted. You shouldn't be looking at me like, oh, you're so different. Like, I should be looking at you like, you're all the same. You should be happy with being different. and being unique and not looking all the same like everyone else and standing out and being your unapologetic self. These things make us unique to us, and they shouldn't be insecurities. They should be things that we freaking celebrate, that we are different and that you are unique and you are the who you are in life. Right. So I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I would love it if you loved this podcast episode, if you can rate and review this podcast. And if you are ready to go deeper, if you want to change your fucking life, if you want to make these insecurities your bitch, message me on Instagram at the Polynesian Life Coach. We can jump on a call and work together. I would love to work with you. Thank you so much for being here. Ka kite, koe kia.